Hey guys, it's Sal here, and today we're going to be talking about the Battlepack system in Battlefield 4, as I know there's a lot of confusion around this as to how it works, and I want to just clarify a few things. So basically what a Battlepack is just a way to get more stuff. Now they come in 3 levels, being the bronze, silver, and the gold, and as you can imagine, the bronze has the not so great stuff, and the gold has the better stuff. Now, basically what you can expect to find in these really ranges from attachments, camos, emblems, basically anything really. I don't believe you can get the actual guns themselves, but basically anything that will allow you to customize your soldier or your weapon in any way, you can find those in battle packs. So to give you guys a better idea as to what to expect, I'm going to show you what I received in my first bronze battle pack. So here we are with my first bronze battle pack. Now as you can see, I received a green laser sight for the MK5, a suppressor for the CSLR4, and finally just a plain old battle log emblem. Now one of the first things that I noticed when I saw this is that the laser sight and the emblem are actually of the advanced category and the suppressor is of the standard category. So basically what this tells us is that we are going to have different rarities, so to speak, of items that we can find in a battle pack. So on that note, I'm just going to quickly read the description of the bronze battle pack. Now it reads, a bronze battle pack contains 3 items, including 1, a minimum of 2 standard items, and secondly, 1 bonus item with a small likelihood of being rewarded with an advanced item. So with that in mind, we can look at the battle pack that I just showed you guys, and I actually received 2 advanced items when I was supposed to receive a minimum of 2 standard items. So basically I got extremely lucky with that battle pack. Now moving on to the gold battle pack, we can receive 5 items in this guy, being 1, a minimum of 1 advanced item and 2 standard items, and 2 bonus items with a small likelihood of being rewarded with a distinguished item that is not present in a silver pack. Now I imagine distinguished is not in the beta right now, but I imagine that will be another subcategory of item that we can receive in a battle pack. Now I want to spend a little bit of time talking about the actual attachments that you can receive in these battle packs. Now, what is the purpose of receiving attachments if you are just going to unlock them anyways? Now, I asked myself that same question. I was kind of questioning whether or not the attachments in the battle packs were really going to be worthwhile, but I realized once I jumped into the beta that there are attachments that you receive for using the gun, and there are attachments that you can only receive in a battle pack. So how I actually found out this information was on the battle log website. Now right now we are looking at the Scar H, and as you can see, we have the accessories, and those are unlocks that I have achieved through using the gun, and underneath that we have accessories in battle packs. Now these guys are the ones that are exclusively in battle packs. Now every gun does seem to have its own unique attachments that will be available in the battle packs only, though there is one exception seemingly. We only have a few guns so far, so it is a little hard to tell exactly how it will be, but one attachment, being the coyote sight, is in the battle packs only section of almost every rifle in the beta at least. Now this actually makes a lot of sense because the coyote sight, if you have not seen it before, is basically the lowest profile laser dot sight you could ever hope for, and it basically looks like the go-to sight for almost every rifle in the game. Now before I really understood how the battle pack system worked, I was a little worried about the coyote sight because I thought it would just become the only sight that anybody ever used, and basically every other sight would just become obsolete. And I was thinking, Dice, why would you do that? That's only one sight, and you're basically taking out a whole bunch of content from the game that will never get used. So I'm actually happy that they have done this, because the coyote sight will just be something that you can use on a few guns, and well, eventually I imagine you will have it on every gun, but it won't be something that just dominates the attachment section on every rifle that you own. Now, say you get the coyote sight for a gun that you may not have used before. That is also another reason for you to try out that gun and introduce more variety into the game. So overall, I just see pluses on every side. I don't really see any drawbacks to this, and I find it a much better alternative to the coyote sight dominating every rifle in the game. Now the coyote sight is just one example of an attachment that I think will be popular, and I imagine there will be others once the life of Battlefield 4 progresses a little bit further. Now on a final note, I want to talk about how you actually receive these battle packs. Well, in the beta you received a bronze battle pack every 2 to 3 levels, and at level 10 you got a gold battle pack. Now, I imagine that the official launch of Battlefield 4 will be very similar to this, although I am not 100% sure, but pretty sure you will also be able to buy these with real money. Now, a lot of people hear that and they just cover their ears and scream, and it's just basically not a popular thing to have to spend more money. But guys, I assure you, it won't be a necessary thing. It'll just be something to do. I imagine it will be similar to the Mass Effect 3 system with the Battlepack equivalent, and those were like $2 for like the most expensive one, so it's not going to be a huge money drain. It's not going to be a huge deal. Sure, DICE will make some more money, but guys, you can get these in-game and it's not going to be the end of the world. I can assure you of that. So guys, that's just what wraps up today's video on Battlefield 4's Battle Packs. Now, if you have any questions, any concerns, basically anything you would like to say at all, please leave a comment. I do respond to literally every comment I receive, and I really want to promote that viewer interaction. So guys, if you have liked this video, you can leave a like. I always appreciate that, but that's just about all I have to say, guys, so I will see you next time.